So I called Lonnie this afternoon and I asked him, I said, hey, what do you want for dinner? And I was like, we have a choice. You got hamburger, fish, or we could have leftovers. And he's like, fish, because we just got home with some catfish about 2 weeks ago. And so he's excited, he wants fish. Well, normally we buy our fish fry mix that you flour your fish with, but it's always way too salty for me. I don't like a lot of salt. So I'm going to make my own today. And then I'm going to make hush puppy mix because I forgot to buy some. So, here we go. I have a red bowl here, and in that red bowl is 3/4 of a cup of cornmeal. And so I am going to add to this cornmeal a tablespoon of flour. And so we got the flour in there. Then we need a 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder, 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. And so after the onion powder and the garlic powder, we're going to add a little bit of cayenne pepper, which mine's not powder, it's just the cayenne stuff. And I'm just going to leave it whole, and I'm going to mix that together. And then I'm going to add a little bit of salt and pepper for taste. And that is my cornmeal. Alright guys, now we're going to make a hush puppy mix. And I've got all my stuff set out, so it makes it a little bit easier. I have 3/4 cup of cornmeal. And I have a 1/2 cup of flour. And I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of sugar. A 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. A 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. A 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder. A little under a 1/4 teaspoon of paprika. Oh, about a teaspoon, maybe a little under, of pepper. Same goes for salt, about a teaspoon, maybe a little under. Then I'm going to add some pepper flakes because I don't have pepper powder or chili powder. I think you could probably use, but it all tastes the same, so I kind of just use what I have. And then I have a 1/4 cup of minced onions. They're dried. And then to make this, we're going to mix this up. And then when I go to make it tonight, all I have to do is add 1 egg and a 1/2 cup of milk, and we will have hush puppies. So I will see you tonight when we're making these hush puppies and catfish.
Alright, hey guys, what's up?
We're getting ready to cook up some hushy puppies and
Hushy puppies. Okay.
And some fried catfish.
Alright, so what's the first step here?
And this is the hush puppy mix that I made earlier. And I'm going to pour this in the bowl.
Did you explain how it was made earlier?
I did.
Okay.
I went through and added each ingredient, and
okay.
And then so we added that to the bowl. We're going to add 1 egg and a 1/2 cup of milk. And this is our hush puppy mix.
Yummy. I love hush puppies.
I just hope it's as good as War Eagles.
I do like War Eagles hush puppies. Anybody that wants to know what that is, it's War Eagle Mill hush puppy mix. Yes, it's good. I mean, War Eagle Mill's got a lot of cornmeal to it, but I like a cornmeal hush puppy. So.
And I hope that this sets up. It's a little runny.
Okay.
Might have to add a little more. Go get a little bit of flour and a little bit of cornmeal and add to it.
No, I think it'll be okay. Just let it sit for a while.
Maybe when that baking powder gets to working on it.
All right. Yeah.
And then I have the fryer over here.
Our little cheap fryer from Walmart.
Yep. And it's getting hot. It's not quite ready. And then here's the fish fry breading that I made earlier. I'm gonna put it on this plate.
Okay. How much are you gonna need? All of it?
I'm gonna start with half. That way I'm not wasting.
Okay. And there is the fish.
Catfish.
Catfish. Got that. Look at that tomato we got for the garden. Frying time. We cut these up into chunks because they are pretty big. So now we're going to go ahead and get ready to put the batter on them. And we just got a dry batter. And the oil's to temp. So pop those babies in, man. Let them fry. And me and the rule of thumb with catfish is you let it fry quite a long time until it floats good, until it's pretty done. We're talking literally, I have been sick off catfish once and it sucks, so don't do it. Make sure it gets well done. If you think it could be raw, do not eat it. You cannot overdo.
Cook it some more.
You can't overdo catfish, can you?
I don't think so.
You cannot overdo catfish. Other fish, yes, but not catfish. Catfish can be super crispy and it's still freaking great.
I'm just flouring some extra pieces. I
caught a 27.5-pound flathead one time. I took fillets out of its temples and we cooked it, and I remember, man, I don't know if that's quite done. And guess what? It wasn't. And about a week after chocolate milk and the diarrhea, I went to the doctor, and he's like, I think we're gonna have to try some gloves on and stick them up my butt. No, it's not gonna happen. And luckily I got out of that, and he went ahead and said, all right, I'll give you these medications. He gave me 3 different pills and it corrected me anatomically. So, word to the wise, always overcook catfish. So, like when we cook striper, or
we smoked it.
Yeah, we smoked striper. When we smoked it, I mean, we cooked it for quite a while, right? Probably like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
About 2 hours.
About 2 hours. You want to have a lot of butter on striper. You want to have salt, pepper, and different things like that. Lemon. But when you do catfish, it's all in your seasoning, and it's all, you know, getting done real well. We're going to be going pan fishing for bluegill and red ear over here at a local lake, which you've seen before where we didn't catch crap, but they bite in the summertime. And we'll end up making fish tacos with mango. That's what we usually do.
Or peach.
Or peach. And they're really good, man. I mean, bluegill, red ear, small panfish. It's super good.
I got extra for another day.
Extra for another day. Let's see how this is turning out. In my wounded arm. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But it's not done. Ain't floating, not done.
That's not floating yet.
Where's the big zucchini at? Can we see the big zucchini?
Yes.
I'd like to see the big zucchini. Is that fluffing up?
Yeah, it's starting to see how...
The baking powder, starting to raise it?
Yep.
Yep.
Make it more
cool
sticky.
Beans.
Hopefully it tastes as good as the War Eagle meal. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry about my stuttering.
It's okay. I forgive you.
You forgive me?
I forgive you.
Good.
Alright. So, this... Oh, look at this dang zucchini. This thing is huge. Look at the size of that. That's ridiculous. We missed it. It's a monster. I honestly think it's probably going to be a little not good, but we're going to utilize it anyway.
We'll probably have to grate it.
Huh?
Grate it up and put it in things.
Yeah, probably. In their fridge, we have okra, which we eat a lot, and we're growing it. But that's pickled okra. You have to get the hot of, what kind is that? Tippies? Yum, 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 yum. It's a little bit darker, but it's not done. So what's this heat up to? Supposedly.
375 degrees.
I can tell you right now, we need to invest in a better fryer, in a bigger fryer. But it does the job. Right, babe?
Yep.
It's just we have to wait a little longer. Because it only goes up to 375 and it's very small.
Yeah, it only fits like 3 pieces.
Yeah, 3 pieces. So you can imagine, we've got a long time frying here.
It's just because they're so thick.
Huh?
It's because they're so thick. I need to.
What's so thick?
They're thick.
Really?
Why they're not?
I know it's why it's because they're so thick. Fall? What takes so long? So for any of you who watched the last video, or the video before that, this is the Mach 1 by Luz. And that's the American Hero by Luz that I ended up catching most of the striper on. It's that bad boy right there. What I like about these is you can actually click them and you can feel the movement, and they have like a stop on the drag, which is awesome. They are more complicated than if you just went to like an ugly stick, which are awesome too. Ugly stick, you got 1 ball bearing per reel, and they're super durable. Obviously the rods are freaking awesome. So there's a big difference, but you got sophisticated, complicated, smoother, better, probably better rods in ways. They have more eyes on them, so they take a better pull. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of a toss-up. But when we go out next time, we're going to be fishing with the ultralight Shakespeare Cheapo right here, and then the Zepco Cheapo, so it's more fun to catch panfish. And then we'll drag a Luz, and yeah, and one of the ugly sticks, right? That's what I thought.
So I threw a hush puppy in the fryer to see what it looks like. Look at it.
Look at what? The hush puppy?
No, the hush puppy.
The hush puppy? You threw 2 of them in there. But the fish isn't done, is it?
Huh?
The fish still isn't done.
No. I figure by the time the hush puppies are done, the fishies will be done.
Probably. The fish is almost done. It's starting to float, but it's not quite done.
So are you going to be the one to try my hush puppies and my fish mix to tell me if it's good?
Yeah, later.